I love Helpful Fox Senko. I can't believe I'm actually admitting this, but after mocking this show in my What to Watch for this season, I was expecting to give up halfway through the first episode, and I just honestly fell in love with it. It's not some sort of masterpiece or geniusly written or creative in execution. I honestly just love it because it strikes a specific chord with me that I never expected. So today I just kind of want to gush about Helpful Fox Senko and talk about why it's not a big deal to love shows that would conventionally feel like they would be bad. So if you haven't been blessed and seen the Helpful Fox Senko yet, basically the show follows a Japanese salaryman who works himself to the bones and is slowly being clouded by darkness. Soon though, Senko, an 800-year-old fox girl spirit, comes to live with him and pamper him in the hopes of getting rid of all of his darkness. And that's it. They do drop some hints that they were connected in a past life, but all the show consists of is Senko pampering our overworked salaryman. I think what personally gets me about this show is just how wholesome it is. Both characters are just instantly lovable and don't have any ulterior motives. Both characters are just honest, sweet little cinnamon rolls whose interactions just can't help but make you smile. Another thing I just adore about this show is its comedy style. It's extremely self-aware. It knows it's moe and plays well to it. When our salaryman first opens the door and sees a small fox girl cooking for him, he has this terrifying vision of the cops arresting him for kidnapping a child and forcing her to cosplay, and he's just like, nope. It's hilarious and immediately sets up the fact that even our little businessman is completely uncomfortable with the situation and only starts believing she's a fox spirit when she starts phasing through objects. It immediately makes him respectable, funny, establishes what kind of character he is, and lets us know that this show is not going down the Eromanga Sensei route, i.e., it's not going to be one of those moe shows. I also just need to talk about the soundtrack of this show. It's just, once again, so adorable. The OP just makes you smile and is so incredibly wholesome. I mean, just look at all the bright colors, the characters just doing cute things, and of course, the song itself. By the way, all of the songs in this show are these incredibly uplifting beats that are just so incredibly moe, it hurts a little bit at times. All of this just comes together and makes me smile. It just feels like everything about this show is just trying to make you happy. That's its only goal, and that's really it. I didn't expect to enjoy a show that's specifically about an overworked middle-aged man getting pampered. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that I don't really need a reason to like it. I think a lot of people who watch anime assume that if they like a specific show over another, that there must be some concrete reason other than the show speaks to me. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's really the only reason I love this show. It's just so peaceful, and watching it always puts me in such a good mood. There's something just so heartwarming about watching this kind but hardworking man get pampered. And I doubt I'm the only one who feels this way. To me, the best comparison I can draw to this show is Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, a slice-of-life anime with good comedy that's just so wholesome it hurts. Granted though, I don't think I could ever call this show any sort of masterpiece. If others were to come up to me and try to tear apart this show, I have to admit, I'd be completely defenseless. It has its faults. The show really doesn't have an original bone in its body. But personally, I don't really think any of that's important when watching it. Because for me, watching a Helpful Fox Senko at the end of a long day helps alleviate some of my darkness. And I think it may for you as well. Quick heads up before you guys click off, I actually have my con schedule already planned out for this summer. I'm going to be attending Anime Expo in Los Angeles, and I'm going to actually be a special guest at MechaCon in New Orleans. At the Anime Expo, I'm probably not going to be doing a meetup unless you guys really want to do one. So if you're going to be there and you want to do a meetup, do leave a comment, and if we get enough, we'll organize something on Twitter. As for MechaCon, I'm just going to be a special guest, which is awesome. so I'll have a ton of panels in my own booth. You guys can come hang out and meet me there. Back to what I was saying though, I am so happy I got to do a video on this anime. I didn't expect to love it as much as I have, and I've just been like gushing over it on Twitter, so I figured I might as well just make a video on it. A huge thing to my patrons, you guys are my heroes. Speaking of which, if you want to see how I edit, join our exclusive Discord, or simply support the channel, feel free to join me on Patreon. Make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Matt. Make sure you guys stay man and go watch that goddamned anime.